A live look over the city of Toronto this morning at about 11:15. Nice blue sky, CN Tower in full view. The sun is out right now, but don't get used to it. Today's the last day of summer, with fall officially beginning tomorrow. For more on what is coming up, I'm joined by Dave Phillips. He's a senior climatologist for Environment Canada. Good morning, Dave. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Marcia. Nice to be with you.
So how do you summarize the kind of season we've had in Canada this year?
Well, Marcia, I think it was, for me, it was clearly the summer of summers. It went from, my gosh, from May right through to September. We're still experiencing summer-like weather in many parts of the country. I think it was so consistent, Marcia. I mean, from May right through to September, every one of those months have been warmer than normal. I think when the numbers come all in, it may be one of the warmest, certainly the longest summer we've had in recent memories. And I think nobody was left out in the cold except people in the north. So from coast to coast, it was a warm, if not hot summer. I actually, Marcia, can you believe it? I heard some people said we had too much summer this year. I can't believe a Canadian would even admit that.
No, neither can I. And there are some of us that kind of dread fall. So we're looking ahead. We're hearing about El Nino. How is all of that going to play into what we see over the next few months?
Well, Marcy, it's almost like nature's paying attention to the calendar, because today is going to end with a blast. We see rainstorms on the west coast. We see snow in the mountains of the Rockies and on the prairies this weekend. We see a nasty bout of weather coming through Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes. So, hey, it's almost like nature says, okay, summer is over. Now fall is going to begin. And you know, fall is, I like fall. It's my favorite time of the year. You don't have to have your heat on, your air conditioning on. It's the harvest, it's the color change season. And you know, we know what's coming ahead. So, hey, we should enjoy what we have. Unfortunately, the fall is often too short. Now, we look at our fall outlooks, and what it's saying now is that it's going to be warmer than normal across the country. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be autumn, but it's going to be warmer than normal. And we think all those warm waters in the oceans and the lake and the rivers and the land, that's going to give up during this particular season. Now, you know, Marcia, I mean, we could still have frost on the pumpkin. We could still be shoveling snow before fall is over. But we know the first part of fall is going to be more summer-like than winter-like, and that's the transition season it is. But my sense is I wouldn't write the final chapter on summery-like weather. Hey, the season could end, but the kind of the summer in the air is still around. Maybe not this weekend, but I certainly think going to the rest of September and into October, I think we still have a lot of good outdoor weather left.
Now, the Farmer's Almanac predicted a nasty winter and snow coming early. What do you make of that? Do you have the same forecast at Environment Canada?
No. I mean, that reputable source, the Farmer's Almanac, my gosh, they came up with this forecast a year ago. But we've looked at the oceans. That's always the clue as to what the season ahead you're going to get. And you said it right off the top, El Nino. And, you know, we have seen the last two big El Ninos we had in Canada. In 70 years of winters that we've been monitoring, they were number one and number two the warmest. So I'm putting my money on the fact that it's going to be maybe a milder than normal winter. Now, not as mild as those record ones, because El Nino is kind of weak, and it will probably grow to moderate intensity. But clearly, Marcia, listen, I guarantee, well, I won't say guarantee it, but I will say that it'll be certainly a shorter winter than last year. It won't start as early, and it won't go on as long. And we'll hear about polar vortex. We'll hear about nor'easters and pineapple expresses. But hey, we'll also hear about January, February thaws, and I think it won't be as bad as the Farmer's Almanac is claiming it's going to be.
Dave Phillips, you just made my day. Thank you so much.
Okay, Marcy.
Dave Phillips is a senior climatologist for Environment Canada.